Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NHTI Lynx basketball. Today, the Lynx host the Knights from Northern Essex. I'm Berkeley Stevens, bringing you this one from Concord, New Hampshire, at the NHTI campus. NHTI coming off a win against Central Maine. First game of a doubleheader. Second game got postponed due to darkness. And the Knights are one of the hottest junior college teams in all of college baseball. They've scored over 80 runs in their last 6 games, and they've given up just 7. We've got first pitch coming up in about 9 minutes. Stay tuned. Isaiah Gutierrez on the mound for the Lynx. Dom Crescenzi, shortstop, leading off here for the Knights. 2-0 pitch is lined out to right field. James Jones runs in on it, makes a sliding basket catch for out number 1. Strike 1 thrown in there to Kyle Sue, the first baseman, batting second for the Knights. Second pitch runs inside for ball 2. Is that ball 2 or ball 1?
It's 2 and 1 according to the scoreboard.
Yeah. Sue fouls off the fourth pitch of the at-bat, straight back, 2-2. And the 2-2 is flying out to center field. Clunan ranges under it, the wind giving him some trouble back toward the track. Miscommunication there between Clunan and Wagner as that one drops in, and Sue finds himself on second base with a double. Now up to bat third baseman Anthony Marcano with a man in scoring position as the Knights are trying to strike first here in the top of inning number 1. As always with this field, it seems like the wind is blowing 15 miles an hour or more straight out to left field. Every single hitter in the lineup gets a buff today. As that one runs inside, hits Marcano, and he trots down to first. Right fielder Cooper Smith fouls that first pitch back over our heads. 0-1 count. And the 0-1 to Smith. Fastball high inside, ball 1. Their fastball high for ball 2. Kyle Sue dancing around on second base. Marcano over on first base. Cooper Smith, the batter, trying to do some damage. Fastball runs inside, and it looks like that one got him on the forearm maybe, or the very knob of the bat for a foul. Seems like that is the play. Runners go, fastball high, no throw down. Now 2 runners in scoring position here for Smith. count here to Smith with runners in scoring position. Fastball on the outside, just missed for ball 4. That brings up Richard Matos, the designated hitter, with the bases loaded. First pitch to Matos is skied high, deep center field. Clooney ranges back toward the wall, and that one is just off the base of the wall. 2 runners coming to score, 1 more rounding third. Matos finds himself on second with a double, and 3 RBIs for the Knights. Now to the catcher, Eric Wainwright, as Kyle Slate blocks that low curveball in the dirt, keeping Matos on second for the time being. Fastball fired in there for strike 1. Off speed, trying to get a low chase there, but nothing doing. 2-1 count now to Wainwright. Fastball just off the outside, and Wainwright gets a walk. That brings up Ryan Brown, the left fielder, with a man on first and second. Gutierrez, the first pitch to Brown, fastball high and outside for ball 1. That one gets away from Slate. The runners advance on the wild pitch. That puts 2 men in scoring position here for Brown. Fastball inside, gets a swinging strike. And that one quickly fouled off and behind the backstop. Gutierrez trying to work his way back in this at-bat. Strike 3 got him swinging. 2 down now in the top of the first. And up comes Yomar Moreta, second baseman for the Knights. Slider dropped in for strike one as Gutierrez gets ahead. High slider that time for the swinging strike. 1-2 the count. Gutierrez trying to stop the bleeding in inning number one right here. Low fastball doesn't get the chase. Slate blocks it, keeping the runners on third and second. Morita laid off the low off speed there, thought about it. Runs the count full. The payoff pitch. Fastball in there, strike three looking. Gutierrez gets out of it, but the Knights strike first with 3 runs on the board in the top of the first. Due up for NHTI, Richie Tebow, Kyle Slate, Cole Johnston. Richie Tebow leading things off here for the Lynx, pitching for the Knights. Yairo Vasquez. Fastball, changeup, curveball. Buzzes in the fastball around 86, 87. Drops in the off-speed, low 70s. First pitch to Tebow is a fastball inside for ball one. Tebow, one of those hitters who loves to swing at the first pitch, laid off that one. Big hack at the second. Swung and missed, just over it. 1-1. Vasquez, the lefty, working quickly, buzzes in another fastball inside on Tebow. Swinging strike two. The 1-2 fastball low, just low enough for ball two. Tebow stays alive. Good plate discipline there. And the 2-2 from Vasquez drops in a curveball for a looking strike three. Beautiful off-speed pitch there by Vasquez for out number one. That brings up catcher Kyle Slate. After Vasquez worked quickly through the first Lynx batter, the lefty goes to work on the catcher. Fastball high, just out of the zone, ball one. Vasquez can definitely pump that fastball up there toward the high 80s. Definitely in the upper echelon of what hitters in this conference are used to seeing. A couple players on the Knights do throw up in that 90-mile-an-hour range. They've got one guy who touches 95. He won't be pitching today. Instead, it's going to be Vasquez, whose fastball remains effective there for swinging strike one on Slate. Blows another fastball by Slate. That brings the count to 2-2. Jairo Vasquez, another fastball inside, keeps hitting those spots, keeps on sneaking up on the hitters as well. Two swinging strikes, two strikeouts for Vasquez. That brings up Cole Johnston. Last year's YSCC Conference Player of the Year. Slugged around that 800 mark. Hasn't found a home run in the spring. Had two in the fall. And Vasquez drops in a sneaky curveball for strike one. Johnson was looking fastball all the way. Bit surprised there. Vasquez working quickly too. Fastball buzzed in. Inside corner. Strike two. Johnston in the box and ready. Vasquez gets his sign. The windup in the pitch. Fastball buzzed in. Strikes out the side. Have it inning Vasquez. Two up for the Knights. Center fielder Cameron LeVake. Shortstop Dom Crescenzi. And first baseman Kyle Sue. Nine-hitter Cam LeVake up now, facing off against Isaiah Gutierrez. Gutierrez with a little bit of command issues leading off the game, but found two strikeouts toward the latter half of the first, and there we have another hit by pitch. That brings up leadoff hitter Dom Crescenzi, shortstop. He flied out to deep center field last time up. Brent Clunan made a nice catch, sprinting back. Crescenzi's hitting .800 this season. Seems like almost nobody can get this guy out. Pick-off attempt, nothing doing there. LeVake gets back in plenty of time. Couple home runs on the season for Crescenzi. As the runner goes, pitch inside, throw down, not in time. And LeVake picks up the stolen bag. Off speed, trying to find the top of the zone, but it's a ball. Gutierrez fires a fastball in that is hammered out to left field. Wagner goes back, it's at the wall, and it's gone. Crescenzi with a 2-run bomb here in the top of the second puts the Knights up 5-0. His fly out to deep center to lead off the game was definitely a sign of that sneaky power for the 5'7" Crescenzi. And there he showed it off. A little bit of a buff from the 15-mile-an-hour wind, but that one was long gone. And that brings up first baseman Kyle Sue, who flied out to left field, but an error was made, and Sue found himself standing on second. Sue, the lefty, probably having a tough time with this wind in particular. Trying to find something on the outer half of the plate and poke it into left field if he can. It's a tough day to pull anything toward right as he takes ball 2 in the dirt. That fastball's in there for strike 1. Hit hard right side into right field for a single for Sue. James Jones gets it into Tebow. And Sue stands on first. Back-to-back hits here for the Knights. That brings up Anthony Marcano, third baseman, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. Sue gets his lead on first. Gutierrez bluffs a pickoff. First fastball up and in. Marcano able to duck that one. Sue gets his lead. Marcano fouls that one off right side. Puts that one right on top of the scorer's table. Scared a few basketball players here working the game. Sent 5 of the 6 scrambling, and then Andrew Fagans just didn't even react as that ball landed 1 foot to his left. Sue takes off. That one laced out to left field again. It's going to be a fair ball as Wagner plays it one hop off the wall. That's going to hold up the runner at third and sends in Marcano for a double. Really nice read there by Wagner, playing that one off the wall just about as fast as you can. Prevented Kyle Sue from scoring from first base. The hit and run was on, but Luckily, they're able to strand him at third for the time being. Still no outs in this half of the inning for NHTI. That brings up Cooper Smith, the cleanup hitter. Right fielder walked his first time up, and now he's got a couple ducks on the pond. Gutierrez, 0-0 offering, off speed. They say that one's inside for ball one. Looked like that could have dropped in there for a strike, but the slider just missed that inside part of the plate. And now the 1-0, fastball. Poked out to right field, late timing on the swing, but it drops in for a hit. Marcano trots in from second base, and with a face-first slide into second, Cooper Smith has a double. Back-to-back doubles for the Knights, 3 extra base hits in the inning. First pitch to Richard Matos is fired in for strike one. He hit a 3 RBI double in inning number 1. 4 straight hits for the Knights so far in this inning. Matos takes off for third. No throw down. Still no outs. Little pop fly would score that run, and that may be what we have here. No, that one's fouled off behind first base. Matos, bona fide slugger, 6'3", 245, designated hitter. Feared by probably every pitcher that has to face off against him. Especially when he's going to be helped out by a 15 to 20 mile an hour wind blowing straight out to left field. The ready slugger gets the offering. Fastball low and inside. I believe that's ball 3. Gutierrez holding still. Time does get called. Matos sets himself up again. Gutierrez deals quickly this time. That one low in the dirt. Matos is awarded with a walk. Still no outs in this inning for NHTI. They've given up 4 runs. And the Knights have a man on first and third with Eric Wainwright coming up to the plate. He walked his first time up. Wainwright, the catcher, locks in. Matos gets a secondary from first. Doesn't take off first pitch. And the 1-0 offering. Fastball, chopped toward the right side. That one's going to stay fair. Cole Johnston takes it over to first himself. The run does come in, so it's an RBI for Eric Wainwright in the first out of the inning for NHTI. That brings up left fielder Ryan Brown, who struck out swinging his first time up. He's got Richard Matos on second base, trying to bring home another run for the Knights as the offense continues to just be relentless in the first 2 innings of this one. Gutierrez chucks that fastball by him up in the zone. And the 0-1 to Brown. slider, popped up left field. Wagner ranges in on it. Wynn still makes it tough. Has to backpedal, but Wagner makes the catch for out number 2. That brings up Yomar Moreta, second baseman, struck out looking in the first inning. Still has Matos in scoring position. First offering from Gutierrez, just off the outside part of the plate for ball 1. And that one hit him again. Nine-hitter Cam LeVake up now. Takes ball 1 outside. Pickoff down towards second, awfully close. But Matos is able to get back in time. Cam LeVake led off this inning as the Knights have successfully batted around. He came around to score after being hit by a pitch to start things off here in the second. Grounds one over to Matty Fourier, and he'll lob one over to second base for out number 3. The Knights bring in 5 runs in the top of the second. And now the Lynx will have to go back to battle against Vasquez, who struck out the side in the bottom of the first. Matt Fortier, James Jones, and Josh McDonald due up for NHTI. Now pitching for NECC, Tristan Ciampa. Fastball, curveball, seems like his only 2 offerings here, at least in warm-ups. Slowed way down from Vasquez, the starting pitcher. Probably hums in the fastball around mid-70s. As Matty Fortier steps up to the plate for NHTI. Two home runs this spring for Fortier, as he takes a hack at the first one. Fouls off the second straight back. Fodier seems to be on the fastball. What's Ciampa go to here? Got him on the check swing. Knights throw it down to first. And they get the strikeout. James Jones pops that one back behind me. No one able to make the catch on the bleachers, just a whole lot of panic. Ciampa's second offering to Jones. Fastball high out of the zone, 1-1 the count. Another fastball high up and out of the zone, 2-1 the count to James. The 2-1 offering, curveball dropped in, low outside corner. And that's 2-2. James Jones was our player of the game in the matchup against Central Maine over the weekend. 5 RBIs, a single, a double, and a home run for Jones in that game. He runs the count full here. And the payoff pitch, curveball lined out to shortstop. That's over the head of Crescenzi, and James Jones has the first hit of the day for the Lynx. Great plate discipline there by James Jones, running that full count and then getting his pitch. And that's going to bring up Josh McDonald, NHTI third baseman here, in a righty-lefty matchup with a man on first. James Jones gets his lead on first. First pitch fastball. McDonald's a little bit late to it, but managed to foul that one straight back. The 0-1 to McDonald. Fastball high. Got him to chase. 0-2. Ciampa trying to work quickly here against McDonald, who found himself in a hole early in this at-bat. Fastball, and that one's able to be chopped by the pitcher's mound. Knights trying to turn two. They get Jones at second. Can't get McDonald at first. Two down in the inning. And that brings up designated hitter Nate Griffin. Griffin's got some serious bat speed. One of the better power hitters in the NHTI lineup. Second shortest guy on the team, but he can crank him over the fence like anyone in this lineup. Takes that fastball high out of the zone for ball one. Griffin's got McDonald over there on first. Trying to be a two-out hitter. The 1-1. Fastball outside, taken for ball two. Ciampa, the 2-1 curveball, drops in for a strike two. Could see Griffin kind of hitched his elbow there. Curveball froze him. We'll see if Ciampa goes back to it on the 2-2. Runs that fastball way high. And the count goes to full. Payoff pitch to Griffin. Curveball got him swinging. And that sends the Knights back to bat. They batted around the last time up. That means Cam LeVake is going to lead things off. No, I actually believe it's going to be Dom Crescenzi, the man who hit the home run in the second inning. And then that brings up Kyle Sue and Anthony Marcano. Ready to go here in the top of the third as Dom Crescenzi steps up to the plate with a ton of confidence. Flying out to deep center field at the warning track in the first inning. And hit a 2-run bomb in the second. First offering from Gutierrez, tries to drop in some off speed. Low and outside, 1-0. Nice slider there to even the count at 1. Gutierrez, the 1-1 offering to Crescenzi. Fastball runs inside, nearly got him, but Crescenzi was able to dodge that. Two 2-1 fastball gets a swing and a miss. The 2-2 offering, fastball, low and outside, full count. Payoff pitch. Fastball that's chopped foul behind home plate. And we'll do it again. Full count offering. Crescenzi flies that one out to right field. James Jones ranges to his right. Gets under that for out number 1. First baseman Kyle Sue now batting. reached on an error in the first inning and then hit a single out to right field his last time up. Sue takes that first pitch outside for ball one. Chops that one toward first base. Cole Johnston grabs it for an easy out, number 2. And that brings up Anthony Marcano, hit by a pitch in inning number 1 and laced a double his last time up. The third baseman takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. And Gutierrez misses high with the second pitch, 2-0. That one hammered left field, and he knew it. Marcano trots around the bases with a home run. Two for two on the day with a double and a dinger. NECC now lead 9-0. Cooper Smith now batting. He walked in inning number 1 and had a 2 RBI double his last time up.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Thank you. Did I mess something up?
Actually, this is going to be Joe Settle hitting for Cooper Smith. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. And he chases strike 3 in the dirt as Gutierrez gets out of that inning with minimal damage. The Knights are able to find 1 run off the back of the Marcano homer. Due up for NHTI, Matt Wagner, Brent Clunan, and then top of the order with Richie Tebow.
Number 7, Wagner.
Matt Wagner to lead things off here for NHTI. New pitcher coming in for the Knights, Jagirion Giovanelli. Third pitcher of the game for the Knights as they're coasting through this one. Wagner, first pitch swinging, grounds one to second, and that one is through the wicket. Wagner on first, reaches on the error. Yomar Moreta just Bill Bucknered that one. And the Lynx have a leadoff base runner. That brings up center fielder Brent Clunan with a man on first. Wagner's got to be careful over there. Giovanelli, the lefty, probably has a lethal pickoff move to first. Change up low in the zone for ball one. Clunan laces a fastball into right field. That's going to be good for at least a single. And Wagner holds up at second base. 2 men up, 2 men on for NHTI, and that brings up Richie Tebow.
Number 1. Richie Tebow.
Tebow takes a big hack at the first offering from Giovanelli. That one bounces behind the catcher for a passed ball. Both runners advance. No outs, 2 men in scoring position here. First opportunity for NHTI to really do some damage in this game. Tebow takes that fastball on the low inside corner for strike 2. Giovanelli drops in a curveball there. Tebow flares it out to center field. Wagner on third, ready to tag and score. And he'll score standing. NHTI's on the board with that sac fly from Tebow.
Number 23.
That brings up catcher Kyle Slate. Still has Brent Clunan on second base. And the Lynx still have 2 outs to work with here. Slate takes a big cut at the first offering, but it's strike 1. Giovanelli drops in a hanging curveball that Slate lets go by for strike 2. Fastball top of the zone, and he gets a sword strike out there from Slate. 2 down, that brings up Cole Johnston.
Number 5. Cole Johnston.
Here you go, Cole! Give him that.
Cole takes the first offering high for ball 1. And the 1-0 curveball dropped in there for a strike 1 and 1 the count. Giovanelli on the 1-1. Throws that one high and tight. And the 2-1 fastball skied high into left field. Nearly out there in no man's land, but the Knights are able to communicate that for out number 3. Ryan Brown able to make the catch there. NHTI get on the board. They still trail 9-1. Due up for the Knights. 4, 5, 6. Now into pitch for NHTI, Matt Wozniak. Richard Matos hitting for the Knights. Had a 3 RBI double his first time up, walked last time. And he's above that Wozniak fastball for strike 2.
Go, Matt.
Wozniak ready here on the 2-1. Fastball just high, 3-1. See you later. That one over the shed. Oh my God. Richard Matos just hit that one at least 440.
Come on, boy.
That one's into the river for some fish food.
Come on, Matt. Lock in, boy.
Second one gets laced out to left field. And that one's gone. Back-to-back shots as Eric Wainwright goes deep. The Knights have 3 home runs and 4 batters between the last 2 innings. First pitch bounced in for ball 1. Lefty-lefty matchup with the wind blowing out to left field. Wozniak fires in that strike to even the count at 1. Fastball high, 2-1.
Brought up some, just a topic conversation with people I've talked to.
That 2-1 is skied out there to Clunan. He's back toward the track at the wall, able to get there and make the catch in the gap.
Go, boy.
And that's a dangerous looking out number 1. Nine-hitter center fielder Cam LeVake up now. He's 0 for 1. Grounded into a fielder's choice, also hit by a pitch his first time up. He takes that one high. The 2-0 cut on and missed. Wozniak not shying away from the high heat despite giving up a couple of bombs this inning. Throws another high fastball by LeVake for strike 2. Battle back, Matt. Get this out. The 2-2 to LeVake. Another high fastball. LeVake doesn't chase. Full count. Wozniak, the payoff pitch to LeVake. Cut on, fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Three-two, the payoff. Skied high, left field, foul territory. 40er dives, but he can't make the catch. That one tipped just off his glove, and we'll do it again from 3-2. Woz in a battle here with LeVake. Once again, the payoff. Fastball high, ball 4. Apologies, that last batter was Yomar Moreta who got the walk. Cam Levick is now batting. And Levick takes that strike high in the zone. Slate tries to pick off. Down toward first base, they can't get Moreta.
Yeah. Take a look. Yeah.
Fastball buzzes in for strike 2. Swung on and missed. Levick down swinging. Moreta swipes second base amidst the strikeout. First pitch fouled straight back for strike 1. This is Kevin Rodriguez batting here, in for Dom Crescenzi at shortstop and leading off. And Rodriguez is down 0-2 quickly. 0-2 the count. 2 down. Wozniak's pitch. High taken for a ball. The 1-2 to Rodriguez. Bounced in for a ball, 2-2. Fouled straight back.
Oh my God.
You would think people would turn around when you say heads up.
Standing next to the baseball field. He really just walked off with it though, like just.
Yeah. The 2-2 again to Rodriguez.
Come on, Matt.
High and out. After being down 0-2, Rodriguez battles back to a full count here. Trying to keep this offensive inning alive for the Knights. Waz comes set. Takes a look back towards second, and the pitch bounced in. Ball 4. Rodriguez finds himself on first with a walk. That brings up Kyle Sue. Reached on an error, hit a single into right field, and grounded out to first.
Two.
First pitch to Sue, taken high for ball 1.
Go, Matt.
Waz comes set, the 1-0 to Sue. Curveball, cut on and missed. Good off-speed stuff there from Waz. The wind dies down for a moment as the 1-1 comes in for strike number 2. Sue pops that one out to center. Clunen's under it at the track. Makes the catch for out number 3. couple of solo shots, but not a ton of damage done. Only 2 runs scored in a very loud inning for the Knights. Due up for NHTI, Matt Fortier, James Jones, Josh McDonald. Matt Fortier, first pitch, swinging flies, went out to left center. And that's caught for out number 1. New pitcher for the Knights, Riley Steese. Thrown a 1 pitch, gotten 1 out, fires in a fastball, middle to James Jones. Steese working quickly. Throws that one low for ball. 1-1 the count now to Jones. A nice little slider there on the inner part of the plate for strike 2. And fastball beats him. Jones strikes out swinging. That brings up Josh McDonald here. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. First pitch from Steese. Hums in at around 85 for strike 1. The 1-1 to McDonald. Bounced in for ball 2.
Oh, yeah, ball! Ball!
McDonald continues to stay alive here. His fourth foul on the 2-2 count.
Pitch number 8.
Good eye, boy. Whoa!
Strike called on the inside part of the plate as McDonald was trying to dodge that one.
Sounds good. Thank you, Ed. Thank you.
Top of the fifth here, Marcano leading things off for NECC. Elias Jenkins pitching now for NHTI. First offering, grounded toward the right side. Tebow's over to make the play. And one pitch, one out for Elias Jenkins.
Bordering on a very short game
It brings up Joe Settle, his second at-bat of the game. Struck out swinging his last time up. First pitch swinging again, this time for a single. As Joe Settle is on first base standing. Gets the Knights offense going, and now up to bat, maybe the scariest man on the planet, Richard Matos, who hit one about 500 feet over that green shed on your screen his last time up. We were just joking that it is possible he might have killed a fisherman in the river down there. We don't know. No one knows where that ball is. It's not coming back. He takes that one high in the zone for strike one. I'll take that one. This is one of those fields where normally you go and get every home run ball as Matos takes a cut for strike two. Normally you go and get every home run ball as most of them don't roll down into the river, but I don't think anyone brought a snorkel today, so we're just going to have to chalk that one up to $3 out of the budget. Jenkins comes set for the 0-2. Runner takes off towards second. That one hammered toward the left side. Wagner comes in to field it off the ground, but the hit and run is effective as Settle finds himself on third base and Matos on first with a nice one-out single. Lucas Rincon now up to bat. His first AB of the day. Takes that first pitch just off the plate for ball one. First and third situation. Matos on first, gets his lead. Stays put for the time being. That one flied out to right field. James Jones running in, can't make the catch. And Joe Settle comes in to score for the Knights. Runners advance. First and second, one out.
I can see the 32 now.
Louis Colon now batting his first cuts of the game here for NECC. Jenkins comes set and the pitch. Say he held up on that swing 1-0. Next offering here from Jenkins. Fired in for a strike. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 to Cologne. Fastball grounded toward the right side. Tebow ranges over. Can't make the play in time. And Cologne reaches with a single. Ball fired over to third, and it's got to run out of play. Runners advance. One comes in. That one lined over the head of Wagner. Ilmar Moreta rounds second, wants third. Matty Fortier hums in the relay, the tag, and they got him at third. Excellent relay there. Matt Wagner to Matt Fortier to Josh McDonald, all the way from the left field wall for the out. I hate this. Rodriguez batting here against Jenkins. He walked his last time up. He pops this one up over by third base. McDonald and Forty are ranging over. It drops between them. And we'll do it again from an 0-1 count. Rodriguez pops that one up inside the infield. Cole Johnson comes in, makes the catch. And finally, the Lynx are able to retire the Knights here. They've got one more chance to tack on 4 runs if they want to stay in this game. Nate Griffin takes that curveball outside for ball one. Bottom of the fifth here in this 9-inning game. NHTI down 15-1. Their last chance to avoid the mercy rule here in the fifth. They've got a tack on 5 runs. Now facing Ross Dyer, the righty on the mound for the Knights. Nate all over that fastball. Early to it, fouls it off behind third base. Wild pitch there. Nate Griffin is on first with a walk. Pickoff attempt over to Griffin, but nothing doing there. Gets back easily. 15-1 lead. Just let him steal. I don't even think he's going. Wagner takes that curveball in the dirt. Griffin holds still at first. Dyer's 1-1 to Wagner. Runs inside, nearly got him. Griffin's going to advance to second on the wild pitch. Two-one offering to Wagner. Fastball low in the zone for strike 2. This one grounded right back to Dyer on the mound, over to first for the out. One down here in the fifth as Brent Clunan comes up with a man in scoring position.
Number 6, Brian.
The 0-1 to Clunan, fastball high and outside. The 1-1 is bounced in for another wild pitch. Griffin's going to advance to third on that. That one's off the plate for ball 3. Another wild pitch. Griffin's going to come home. And Clunan takes the turn at first, but he'll stay there. It's some serious command problems here for Ross Dyer to try and close out this game. Brings up Richie Tebow here as the lineup turns over. He takes a curveball in the dirt for ball one. Tebow struck out and hit a sac fly his last time up. Dyer finds the zone with a fastball there, evens the count at 1. And that one again over everyone's head, and Clunan on second takes the turn, but he'll stay there. That is wild pitch number 6 of the inning so far for Ross Dyer. Nice block there by the Knights catcher to keep Clunan on second. And once again, over everyone's head, Tebow trots down to first with a free pass. Clunan goes to third.
Number 23.
Kyle Slade batting with a man on first and third. Pickoff attempt, but easily back is Tebow. The Knights have a pitcher ready in the pen, but they're letting Dyer have at least this batter. If his control looks good, maybe they'll give him the rest of the game. As he bounces in another curveball. Tebow takes off from first, pickoff attempt over to third, but everyone's going to be safe. Nice swipe of the bag there by Tebow, and now runners in scoring position here for Slate.
It's like Ricky Vaughn. Maybe we need some new glasses. It's got what? 1-0? That's what I got.
Yeah, must be 1-0. And once again, a pitch runs high toward the head of a Lynx batter.
I can't tell if he's saying 3-0 or 2-0.
Another wild pitch. In comes Clunan. Tebow takes the turn at third. He'll stay there. And Kyle Slate's going to stay on first. And finally, the Knights are going to change their pitcher, as Ross Dyer's best Charlie Sheen impression is not going to be good enough to close this game. Tom Okanuski, the new arm for NECC, to try and get the rest of the work done in this inning. NHTI need to score this run at the plate if they want to stay alive in this game, avoid being mercy ruled here in the 5th.
People are trying to watch the game here. We're trying to watch the game.
Okanuski pumps in that fastball around the low 80s. Haven't seen any off speed from him yet. I would believe his only job now is to just throw some strikes. Four-seam, two-seam slider, so far what we've seen in the warm-ups. First and third situation here for NHTI as Cole Johnston takes the first one low for a ball. Cut on and missed. Nice little two-seamer there from Okanuski. Gets Johnston to swing over it. Slate takes off on first. Johnston hammers that one foul into the woods behind the third base dugout.
Yeah, Cole, way to be aggressive, boy.
1-2 the count now to Johnston. Tebow's on third, Slate's on first. Hard grounder over to third. That one gets through. In comes Tebow. Slate stays at second. And it's a nice one-out single there for Cole Johnston.
Number 12, now batting. Matt, 48.
That brings up Matt Fortier here. 2 men on. Takes the first fastball outside, 1-0. If Cole Johnston is able to score, runner on first right now, then the Lynx are still alive in this game. They've got 2 outs to get him across home plate. Fortier cuts and misses at the two-seamer inside. The 1-1 from Okanuski. Taken high for ball 2. Knights have another pitcher warming up in the pen. Taken outside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded for James Jones Jr.
Number 2.
James has a grand slam this spring. So far, he's homered in every home game of the season. Takes that one low, below the knees, ball 1. That's a strike on everyone else, but not the 6'9" center who also plays right field. Fastball right down the middle, cut on and missed. Eager to swing at that one. He chases high. Now he's down 1-2. Okanuski trying to put James Jones away here with the bases loaded. Two-seamer runs inside, and the count is even. The important run is Cole Johnston on second. In scoring position, fastball fouled off straight back. We'll do it again. And get ready for a Josh McDonald cameo. Zoom. 2-2, the pitch. Once again, he wanted to swing at it, but he laid off, and now it's a full count. The Knights don't want to walk in this run. Fastball taken on the outer corner. That's strike 3 looking. And that brings up Josh McDonald here. Fastball fired in, two-seamer trailed outside for ball 1. Two down and the bases loaded. McDonald fouls that one off toward the youth soccer field. Everyone's still alive. Had some close calls today. This is going to be the first youth soccer league to require helmets as McDonald takes strike 2. Bases loaded, 1-2 the count. Okanuski to McDonald. The pitch inside, just a tad too far, and it's 2-2.
Let's go, boy.
Another full count here.